Hello folks, this is the last video of 2018. I would like to wish everyone a happy new year. Be safe tonight if you're going out. I'm not playing. I try not to play on New Year's Eve. I was asked to play, although they didn't offer me very good money, so I said no. I might go out tonight. There's two events that I may go to, and I may stay home. Folks, thank you for being with me on this journey of life. 2018 was quite a year. All kinds of things happened, highs and lows. I'm not good at wrapping things. What was the best of the year and all that stuff. I've said it a few times, you know. For me, when it comes to music, the best thing that happened to me was to play on the Mana Mirage record, and it's one of my albums of the year. I've looked at many best of the year lists from other people, collectors and listeners, and there's a lot that came out this year that I didn't hear. And so I don't know that I really can offer anything to it. I'm happy about my output. I'm glad that I continued to make music this year. Sincerely hoping that 2019 brings a vinyl release. It's supposed to. I'd like more than one. That would be nice for 2019. It's early in the morning. I just want to again acknowledge it's the last day of the year. When I try to think of what to say, a lot of things come to mind. I think about the events of the world, personal events. Predictions, I'd say it's easy to predict what next year will be like. It will be more of the same. Are things going to socio-politically calm down and make more sense in 2019? No. I wish I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong, okay? But here's my prediction based on our trajectory, that there will be continued political, military, social madness, planetary. There will be continued signs of climate change, you know, a shifting in how the planet is running right now. We go through these big shifts, big cycles, bigger than the ones that we rely on, you know, monthly, yearly and stuff. The planet's going through changes. Has man contributed to those changes? How could we not? How could we be on this planet producing all that we produce and have none of that have any effect on the total situation? Come on. The only reason I'd say the only reason why you would want to deny that is because you have something to gain from not dealing with our actions, you know. Just profit. Oh, we're not harming anything. Oh, well, if we're harming anything, so what? We'll be dead before you know it. Just make the money. I think that's what's going on, really. Musically this year, in the mainstream, I saw, pretty much nothing. Just recently, Tom Recchian, who is a long distance, I really don't know him, but we talk on Facebook, and he's in the industry, was a graphic artist for some big names for Warner Brothers. But he turned me onto something. I think the guy's name is Sanfa. He was on a talk show recently. A black guy singing and playing piano with some other singers and a piano player. It was awesome because it sounded like Philip Glass music with soul singing. Now, that's new. So Sanfa, is that his name? Sanfa? Kamasi Washington was playing with him. That impressed me. My music has impressed me. I've been listening to my music as much as anybody else this year, and that's very pleasing to be able to make music that gives you that lift. Yeah, maybe I do make easy listening music. I'm making music I need to hear. I'm not hearing it from anyone else. It's not rock music, it's not hip hop, it's not jazz. It's music to live by. I want to call it healthy living, okay? Healthy music. So I make healthy music. If you call it easy listening, that's cool. I make healthy, easy listening music. Want to continue doing that. Would like to get a vinyl release of it out. Yeah, I'd like to get one out next year. Just to show the last few things I played. Milton Nascimento from South America, Brazil, I believe. The man is a genius. Such a songwriter, singer. His voice, yeah, he's someone who has a voice that is like molten gold. You hear it and you melt. It's very sensual. I suppose maybe if I was a woman, or if I were attracted to this kind of man, I would think on sexual terms, but no. It's very comforting and sensual and warm and inviting. I don't even need to speak Portuguese to love what he's saying. 12-inch single by Sakamoto Heartbeat. I wish I had the album Heartbeat by Sakamoto on vinyl. I've never seen it. I love the cover. I've got 2 copies on CD. But I love this album of his. I thought it could be a breakthrough when it came out. I thought it could be big, but it wasn't. I don't know why. I thought it was really good. I forget who, but someone in the vinyl community gave this metal music to me. Agalok. And I played this weekend 3 times. This is really good. I do not know what he's yelling about. I didn't look up the words because I don't care. Marrow of the Spirit, I don't. People say all kinds of shit, but I know what people are made of. So you can say any damn thing you want. I don't care. I just want to feel you, okay? So I don't give a fuck what you're saying. This is really intense and really, really good. It's bleak. The sound that I get, the feeling I get from it is bleak. And it's one of the collector's items. Whoever sent this to me, if you're still watching, I really appreciate this. Thank you. So to wrap this video up, I want to share that I spent part of the weekend diving into the works of Brett Harold Hart and Associates. As you know, I just recently put out another CD by collaboration between me and Brett. I'm trying to find it here so I can show it to you. But I needed to kind of refresh myself on Brett's work to kind of get a perspective, to get a perspective, because Brett down in North Carolina, I believe is where he is. Brett collaborates with a lot of people and makes a lot of music, and I have some. He's shared a fair amount of it with me. When he sent my shipment of Ear Sculpture 2, he's also sent a copy of this. Greg Siegel, Paul Green and Greg Siegel, Symbols and Sounds. Now, I already had a copy of this, so I'm going to pass this on, but it made me listen again. This just, there's something about this that just doesn't completely connect with me. I just have to be honest about it. It kind of moves along, and sound-wise, it's kind of interesting. But the poetry, I listen and then it distracts me, okay? He sent me some goodies besides the music. He sent me this Sun Treader. I used to have it on vinyl. Related to Stomu Yamashita's East Wind with Morris Pert. I went ahead and made a cover for it because I thought to myself, there's been many times when I went to look for this album, then I'll realize I sold it. Why did I sell this? This is good. A seasonal compilation from Project Records that came out a few years ago, Ornamental. The high point of this is the Forrest Fang pieces. Forrest Fang. Forrest Fang is a musician I've been listening to on Hearts of Space for years. We're friends now on YouTube. He's part of this crowd, I would call. It's a crowd of musicians that I belong to internationally. Dave Newhouse, Brett Harold Hart, Forrest Fang, Guy Siggers, Carla Dereck, Mark Stanley, and they're all on these records. A lot of these people are on Brett's records. So I was listening to some of his stuff, Double Thud. I gave this a real good listen. I had some more out. I put them away, but I think I can grab them. Some of them, are they still right here? Yeah, I listened again to his Hard Ambient series, and the one he made with Gary Mayolo, something about blue or matter. Is that right here? I have to tell you that Brett's music is a space. It's a place that you go. I notice in all these things there's an ambience that they all share that's coming from Brett, and it's cool and it's real. But I'm going to tell you, in all honesty, after listening to all that stuff, my favorite thing by Brett is Ear Sculpture number 2, this new one. For my taste, and I just got to be honest, honesty can really bite you in the ass. People aren't okay with it, but I'm going to be honest. This is my favorite. It's better than this. This is a good start. This one really gels to me. I recommend this. I really like this beyond being on it. And of the Brett Harold Hart stuff that I have, it's my favorite so far. Do I hope we continue to work? I sure do. He also sent me some music by another fellow home recording artist. I guess some people embrace that title. I just like to see myself as an artist, okay? It's different than it was in the 60s and 70s and 80s. With technology, you can be a bedroom artist and be real, and that's what I am. You don't see me on iTunes and in Rolling Stone because they don't bother with that stuff. They want your money. But I'm out there and the world is listening to me, okay? So I'm real. And so are these other people, Brett Harold Hart, this guy Don Campbell. I had heard of Don through his radio work. But he's a multi-instrumentalist and he's socially conscious. He's a visual artist. These are one-of-a-kind art pieces of his. I love stuff like this. So I'm getting into the music as is often the case. The singing I have to get around because he's telling you what's on his mind, and it's important to him to share it. Okay, but I hear the sonics in the music, and he can play well, and he can play a lot of instruments. Here's another one, "Dream of the Spiral," with another original piece of art. I love people doing stuff like this. Excuse me, which is what I'm a part of. Thanks, Brett, for sharing that with me, and also he gave this to me, Bag of Tricks, some more improvised music from that part of the country. I listened to this a little bit, and I have to come back to it. It seemed like it was going to take me someplace, but then I got busy. And another Don Campbell with Greg Gray, New Horizons. I appreciate the music very much, Brett. I appreciate you, and I sincerely want to keep making music with you and others. Happy New Year! I hope good things happen, but I don't know that something good will happen next year. I don't know why I'm supposed to expect good things from the current administration. Trump may be accomplishing some things, but there's something that's about him that is not good. He represents this divide. He represents the old colonial white majority ruling party. The fact that the racism and bigotry has come back out into full bloom with him in office backs that up. I don't know why we have to have such a divisive, ugly person be our leader in order to make things happen. I disagree with people who say that he's a good leader and we can do so much better. I could go on. You can see by my pictures that I'm just a planetary citizen. I love people. So my comments about white privilege is not about being anti-white. It's about stating a reality that we're coming from a colonial background where the white race tried to rule the planet and have done some good things, but done a lot of really bad things. And we're still under the shadow of that, and it's wrong. It's, you know, they're not the bee's knees. We all are. And it would be nice if society could reflect that instead of the hard boot of power stepping on our necks. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. Let's make it good.